I'm Ray Bertolet. You know, there are many parents, all of us at some time or another, just have probably shouted out or at least thought out, I want some peace and quiet in this house. Usually when our kids were running around, screaming, making noise, having fun, and we just wanted some time of quiet. Well, Solomon tells us that it is better to have quiet and a dry morsel in a home than one that's full of feasting and fighting, strife. Rather than have quietness in a home and not a lot to eat, then have a whole lot and have strife. Now, when he's talking about being quiet, he's not talking about the kids being quiet. He's talking about, arguments in the home, arguments between a husband and wife, arguments between parents and children, that kind of strife, that kind of challenge. He says it's better for it to be quiet and calm than to have that. He says a servant who acts wisely will rule over a son who acts shamefully. In the end, somebody who is an employee, really that's, in biblical days, really that was what a servant was, somebody that would have been considered by today's standard as an employee. And he says an employee that does wisely, that works well, actually will be more favored than a son who does some horrible things. Why would a business owner want to leave his company to his son, who he knows will destroy it in short order, rather to take an employee and let him run the company? And then he talks about the refinement that comes, refining of a silver and refining of gold. There are things created to refine them. The furnace, the refining pot. He says, but those things are metal. He says it's the Lord that refines the heart. It's the Lord that takes our heart and our lives through that refining process. And then he tells us, he says that it's the evildoer who listens to the wicked lips. And he said it's the liar that pays attention to the destructive tongue. What guides your life? What refines it? What are you going through? Listen to the commands of the Lord. Seek Him. Don't get caught up in fights. Don't get caught up in strife.